So this is a pretty late in the week update. It's Friday now. So way back on the weekend, I did heaps of prep, which helped so much because I pretty much had every lesson ready this week, which is so good. Because the previous weeks I had basically been prepping the lessons the day before, which is really stressful. I think honestly that's where most of my stress actually comes from, is trying to prep for lessons that are due tomorrow. That and difficult children. So for that, stories of the week. Some violent kids this week had to separate a child who was actually trying to choke another child. And then a separate kid has been constantly bullying this other kid, and it's gotten to the point where we're really starting to think that this kid is going to accidentally possibly really hurt this other child if things keep continuing as they are. Put it this way, there was an incident during a swimming lesson that was a bit scary, and so that's why we've become more on red alert, like watch this kid who's bullying this other kid, because now it seems more malicious and serious. And then there's the other usual stuff, which is like kids being really super disrespectful and refusing to move and arguing with you over little things. You ask them to move seats and it's like the end of the world. Why do I have to? What did I do? You can't make me. I'm like, just move. You even say like, look, you're not in trouble. Or my go-to now, which sort of helps, is it's a reasonable request. I just repeat that a few times. A lot of teaching is just simply crowd control, honestly. You're not managing individual children, you're trying to manage certain individuals so they don't affect the rest and bring the lesson and the classroom into chaos. And other times they will go under sometimes even a certain amount of peer pressure, because a lot of these kids, the other children in the room are kind of on your side, which is nice. They're like, just go, like they're telling them, just go, like why make a big deal about it? So at least there's that element of it that I think it's probably because I'm considered like a nice teacher, that there tends to be a fair few kids on my side. And then of course the nasty kids who get in trouble, they are all like, oh yeah, Mrs. Barre again, oh she's the worst teacher, and just like they're trying to get a rise out of me, I guess, but you just ignore that stuff. Key thing I've learned, don't take anything personally, which is very hard, but just ignore it and be like, this is just a reflection of them as a person and it's them as a child. So don't look at this as like a fully developed person. Aww. You sweetie. So I'm gonna spend the weekend cleaning and lesson planning for next week. So hopefully I can have another really good week where I'm not so stressed about the lessons. Ultimate goal is to actually try to get 2 or 3 weeks ahead in lesson prep. That would be so good. But it would require so much work from me right now to reach that kind of goal. But it would feel amazing. Imagine a few weeks of not worrying about what I'm going to do with the kids. Because honestly, the hard part about my job is most of my spare time is dedicated to work. And I do mean hours. Hours and hours. I feel so naive that earlier in this year I thought I would, when I quit my job at Coles, I'd have all this free time. So naive. So naive. Granted, I didn't realize I would end up getting 4 days a week of RFF. And I have found that RFF, you do get kind of the short end of the stick in that regard. I've talked to several full-time teachers and all of them are just like, I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I'm like, oh, good to know. I didn't really know what I was signing up for. But oh well.